Victor Wembanyama is exposing his opponents, and his first victim is the infamous trash talker Dillon Brooks. See, Brooks is probably the funniest villain in the NBA today. Last season, he tried to get under LeBron's skin by saying,
"I don't care, he's old." I poke bears.
Then he trolled the Warriors with his controversial dynasty comment.
We're able to, create something like this and, keep building this dynasty and this program up.
Those two comments alone made him such a clown that they shipped him to Houston, only for him to start yapping his mouth yet again. But this time, it was towards Victor Wembanyama. When reporters asked him his thoughts about playing against a generational talent like Wemby, all he said was,
"What was some of your major takeaways from seeing Wemby for the first time in person?"
He's tall. That's really it.
I mean, I totally get what Brooks was trying to do. He's an old cat trying to bully the new kid on the block. No biggie. However, it appeared that Brooks bullied the wrong kid, because this kid wasn't just tall, but he's also pretty darn talented too. I mean, he opened up the game by literally showing Brooks how goddamn tall he was.
Gives it up to Vassell. There he is again.
Then in this early transition attack, he brought down the ball like a traditional point guard, then cradled the ball like a scoring combo guard, before dropping the giant killer, even though he's a giant himself. Anyway, Wemby's scoring rampage didn't end there, because in the fourth quarter, Wemby just showed how tall he was personally to Brooks with this crazy reverse alley-oop in traffic.
Pass the ball out to the corner. There you go. Wembanyama with stuff.
I mean, even though Brooks tried to get out of his way, you see here that he officially became part of Wemby's poster, as he was just staring at him with awe. And down the stretch, Wemby finally let out his anger by ending Jabari Smith Jr.'s career in this play.
Much better for him. Well, they have a system. On the drive.
Which was followed by key back-to-back defensive stops to send Brooks and his crew crying all the way back to Houston.
5.5 remaining. Houston trying to add to its lead. Rockets, advantage. Smith. Oh my! Blocked by Wemby. Blocked again by Wemby. Get it!
In his first encounter with Dillon Brooks, Wemby made a formal introduction by dropping 21 points, grabbing 12 rebounds, 3 steals, and 3 blocks to lead the Spurs to an overtime victory. See, even though he's just a rookie, there have been a ton of games already where Wemby went off and played like an all-star simply because he was extra motivated. Take the case of his 5th game of the season against the Phoenix Suns. See, the day before this matchup, the Spurs and Suns both faced each other, with the Spurs sneaking their way to victory, courtesy of a Keldon Johnson steal over Kevin Durant with 1.2 seconds left in the game. In that game, KD racked up 28 while Wemby only put up 18. Now, given this, Wemby wasn't going to be outscored by KD for 2 games straight, and so he made a strong statement early on with these back-to-back alley-oops.
Look at Victor running that right wing. And Wembanyama running the floor. Highest on the screen you've drawn on the telestrator in your career.
And then before the second quarter closed out, Wemby delivered a monster throwdown that made Suns fans jump out of their seats.
Sidestep Wembanyama, Trey Jones pushing. Back to Victor. Look out.
Then right after that, he channeled his inner KD with his step-in 3 with 7 seconds left before halftime.
We'll start with some foul trouble. Final 10 seconds. Wembanyama, step into a 3. Victor Wembanyama!
Now, during the latter part of the third, Wemby showed Eubanks that he's not only good at making a poster out of him.
Anything you can do, KD, I can do better.
But he also demonstrated how nimble and smooth he was operating on the low block. See, here's Wemby matched up against Eubanks at the post. He looks to the left before spinning the other way for the smooth reverse finger roll at the baseline, making the Iceman George Gervin smile from ear to ear. And if it wasn't embarrassing enough for Eubanks, Wemby put him in a body bag for the second time in a row with this play.
Spin move inside on the baseline. Back to Wemby, upstairs, Victor throws it down.
Although the Suns crept back into the game and dropped away the Spurs' big lead, it wasn't enough to pull off the win. Wemby made a statement by having 38 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 1 steal, while shooting 57% from the field and 50% from 3 to lead the Spurs to an 11-point win. Now, when Devin Booker was asked in the post-game about his reaction about facing Wemby, here's what he said.
He's unbelievable talent. I think everybody knows that. and just trying to figure out what he is because we've never seen him before, you know. So we got him early in the season. And hopefully next time we play him, we can make some adjustments to make it tougher on him. But, you know, he has an advantage being 7'4" and being able to shoot over everybody. So just finding different ways to make it tough on him. But he had a hell of a night.
Without a question, Wemby all of a sudden became an alien when his back is against the wall or going up against a worthy adversary, such as Joel Embiid. I mean, in the Battle of Unicorns, the Frenchman built up his rhythm first by jacking up some long-range bombs in the opening frame.
He brings it up the floor himself. He's going to step right into a three. Victor Wembanyama.
And in the succeeding plays, Wemby showed how deceptive he can be as he snuck back door and went for the easy jam. But see, aside from that, here's the play that really made my jaw drop.
Victor even beats him off the dribble. Inside, Victor!
Now, before the second half ended, Wemby and Embiid finally clashed, and in this particular encounter, Wemby had the upper edge. I mean, after grabbing the entry pass, Wemby finessed on him by doing a lefty scoop layup to cut the margin to just 2. Now, even though the 76ers won that game, which was highlighted by Embiid's 70-point outing, Wemby showed that he can hang with the best in the league by tallying 33 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 assists on 52.6% shooting while knocking down 40% from 3. Anyway, aside from Embiid, Wemby also took it to AD when the Lakers visited the Spurs during one of their games this season. And right from the opening tip, he showcased his bag full of tricks by wowing the crowd with his no-look dime in transition.
Davis goes down as well, and he is not quick to get up. Inside, Sohan with...
And when Austin Reeves tried to penetrate here, Wemby just stalked him like its prey and completely erased his layup attempt. Now, a few possessions later, Wemby finally had his chance against AD, and in this play, he just manhandled him by attacking inside, turning the other way around, and slamming a thunderous lefty hammer on his unibrow. Then before the second quarter ended, Wemby also turned it up a notch defensively to set the tone in the second half of the game.
And the block.
Keldon Johnson a balancing act. Oh, Mama Wembanyama! Back 4 seconds, 3. Davis blocked by...
But see, if there's one highlight play that shows Wemby has officially arrived, then it's got to be this one.
Michelle, miss Wemby!
And then moments later, he literally gobbled up Jackson Hayes, here as he used his size and length to swat away his shot. When the buzzer sounded, Wemby dropped a double-double of 30 points, 13 rebounds, 6 blocks, and 3 steals while shooting 52.4% from the field and 80% from range, making him the first rookie in Spurs history with a stat line like that above 30 points and 10 rebounds while recording 6 blocks, since Tim Duncan did that back in 1998. Whether it's about going up against the Unicorns or not, players around the league are now starting to realize how big of a problem Wemby is, literally and figuratively. I mean, just listen to what De'Aaron Fox and OG Anunoby had to say about guarding him.
He's a special player, extremely special player. When he's rolling, you have to be under him, because if they throw the ball up, there's literally nothing you can do.
It's just super unique. Never seen anyone that tall in life. So, yeah, he's really tall. He's definitely very agile. He's a good mover. Yeah, he's just very, very athletic. No, he's too tall. He's way too tall. No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I thought the rim was yeah, but too tall.
Anyway, against the Atlanta Hawks, Wemby showed his dominance on both ends of the floor once again. I mean, Capella backs his way in here and uses his strength to overpower Wemby. However, that didn't work as Wemby's freakish length prevailed in the end. And on the offensive end, he uses that same length to score easy buckets at the rim.
Steal right there by the Spurs. Jones.
Now, even though he's already a bit late on the play, Wemby's long arms can still reach the attacker, and this is exactly what happened here against Okongwu. And just like in the previous clips, there's a play in this particular game that defied the laws of physics and reason for Wemby. And it goes something like this.
Wembanyama from 3. Johnson there. No, he didn't.
And before the game ended, Wemby delivered another eye-popping alley-oop to send the paying audience home happy.
And Keldon Johnson. Look at this.
Though they didn't get the win, Wemby still had a field day against the Hawks, finishing with 26 points, 13 rebounds, along with 5 blocks and 2 steals, to complete the impressive showing on both ends while shooting 66.7% from the field. Anyway, how would you stop Wemby, and what strategies do you think could work? Or do you think he's simply unguardable? Let us know in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, we're sure you'll love this next one. Go ahead and click it. It's free.